Captain's Log, Supplemental 0412-2025-11.41.28. In other words, Saturday, April 12th, 2025, now 11:42 p.m. I was continuing on my renaming kick, and so this is a long conversation. I'll just kind of go through the steps briefly and show you a little bit of what it looks like. I kept going back and forth, I had one thing. I talked about the ID, label, parent, description tag, the door, how to keep all the order and renumber everything. There's actually 44 unique locations here out of 93 total rooms. Monday, April 14th, 2025. All I got done today was to convert these text files into well, actually, this is already the JSON. This is the big JSON list. Take this, convert it to JSON, which it managed to do after some cajoling, and then produce this, or where everything was in there, all except for the last one. I filled that in. I fixed that. I got Grok to write me Python scripts to split, and it split the room text into these individual rooms here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so today basically all I did was I updated the room code to load in the new data. So now it just loads in the ID directly and store in it too. I don't have to do any like special like juggling. So this is to load all of these new JSON files that I made today. So basically that's all I did for this real short super secret stream tonight. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, today, Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. What I got done was very, very special here. That is, what was the first thing I did? I fixed something. There was some, let's see, what did I fix exactly? Editor map. Okay, so it was saving the metadata fine, but it was running the wrong folders and stuff. Had to do with file names and stuff like that and how I was handling them. And I finally got that sorted, so it actually looks like it's supposed to. And then the cool thing that I finally got working is now it saves the room data with the same button, but it saves the room data. So, oh yeah, and I modified this to where it updates when I update it. So I can change this to Hubert. If you notice, it changes. So now I can add stuff. Of course, this still only shows a truncated version of what's in it. So that's all I got done today, and we'll see what we can do tomorrow. All right, today, Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. What did I get done today? Well, for starters, this is the ID. If you change it, it updates the label. Now, the label is still saved, so if you change the label, it's going to stay the same as it always was. If you edit it, though, it's going to match the ID. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The other thing to keep in mind is that it needs something in an underscore in front of the name in order to get this correct. Otherwise, it chops off the first word. This now says CER1. Now, if you look in the files here, we have Cerulean1 right here, meta, and then up here we got Cerulean1 JSON, and I'm keeping them separate on purpose so I can delete the meta files in one swoop when I need to do that. So you save room data. If you look over here, it says current ID 003 underscore CER underscore 1, original ID 003 underscore Cerulean underscore 1. So that means it's changed. It says IDs are not the same, deleting old files. So if you go in here, now this says CER1, and this also says CR1. And if you notice, it's placed in front of Cerulean because now it's shorter, indicating that it's not the same name. And so it's actually placed in front, like it's alphabetic or whatever. It will save your, so you save your new data and Cerulean. Now, if we save it again, save room data, you can go back in here, and now they're changed again. Now, Cerulean is on top, and Cerulean1 is on the bottom, because that's the way it goes alphabetically. And so that's pretty much what I did. It updates that, so now you can actually change the name of your room. You can change the label if you want to. This is just mostly for display purposes, so you don't strictly need to keep it the same if you don't want it the same for some reason. And that's about what I did for today. So today is Thursday, April 17th, 2025, and most of what I did today was discuss with Grok how I can modify or how I can add rooms or modify rooms in the inspector without actually first directly messing with the door itself, but second, yeah, accessing it from the room, editing from the room, and adding new rooms or new doors. I mean, I don't have a ability to add doors. I can modify the current doors by messing with the thing in there, but instead I do it through this. So this is an array of what I call door specs, and it just has two things in here right now. DH is for choice, and DST colon is for destination. And then you put both of those in, and you change them, and then it creates the ID for the door, which is door 2. Like this one's door 2 Enchanted Lands 1, and then here is the script to save it. So basically, it actually sets based on the door specs string, particular string. It it sets these things in here. So that's what I did for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so today is Friday, April the 18th in 2025, and today I sort of got some things done, sort of not. The whole point was to be able to edit and to save and create new doors and remove doors via the thing, and it's working to some extent, but I'm still having problems, and I guess I won't solve that until Monday, unless I do another stream tonight or something. So anyways, that's all I've got for this week, and we'll see you next week. Next update. So this is basically applies to Friday's work. So basically, earlier in the day, I ran into some bugs trying to get the doors to add, remove, and all that kind of stuff. And I finally got it working tonight. And so now I can do stuff like ch colon 2 comma dest colon xx test semicolon. Now it's got to be in this format. It's got to be the choice ch colon space, then then your choice, which is a number, then comma space dest for destination colon space, and then your name, and it should have something in front of underscore in front of the name, where that normally be a location number. Here it's just a testing that I'm doing, so I called it XXX for just to stand in for no number or whatever. And then you must have a semicolon, or else it won't get created. So you hit enter. Now that sets the string to, in order to create it, you have to hit save room data, and it will add the room. And if you go in here to Caves of Dragonmount, you'll see that there are two doors now, door to sky and door to test, right? With the thing that I just put in there. And then to remove it, all you have to do is backspace, enter, because now the semicolon is gone, and then save room data. So it must have that semicolon in it, or that semicolon removed to remove it. Otherwise, if you don't have any of that stuff in there properly, it might create the doors, but it'd create them all wrong and weird and stuff. Anyways, that's what I got done today, and we'll be adding and removing rooms on Monday. So that should be exciting.